What is poppin', fish keepers, shrimp keepers, and 10-gallon fish tank fanatics? It's Josiah Brandon here, and we have 7 10-gallon tanks set up. Got my 40 gallons on top. Those are going to be my top-off tanks. I'm also going to put some plants in there. So today I'm going to go ahead and feed my fish. I just imported some celestial pearl danios, some green rasboras, some panda cories, and yeah, got them shipped in and testing it out for the first time. So I built this fish room by breeding neocaridina shrimp, which I have cherries, blue shrimp, yellow, orange, green, and snowball in each of these tanks. And then I have dwarf crayfish as well. So it started off selling shrimp and plants, took some of the money, and I've been reinvesting it back into this hobby and this passion. And we now have this whole setup right here. So now I'm expanding, trying something new. I'm going to continue to breed these shrimp and utilize those, but I'm going to try something new and almost turn this into a fish store. So now I'm importing CPDs, which I'm also breeding those as well, but I wanted to see if I could import them and get them healthy and resell them. Importing panda cories, importing green rasboras. Everything in here I'm going to be trying to breed, but I'm also going to try shipping them in through a wholesaler, treating them with my med trio, making sure they're healthy, because all the shops out here, they just immediately get the fish and put them right out for sale. For me, I'm going to wait 2 weeks, make sure everything's fully healthy, 2 to 4 weeks, and then I will offer them for sale after that. Kind of do things different out here in Tennessee than everybody else. So let's feed these guys today and get this show on the road. Before I feed these fish, I'm going to test the water. I did a water change, 10% water change last week. I'm probably going to hold off on changing water here. I have a bit of a bacterial bloom in tank 2 and a small one in tank 3. I'm trying to let those clear up. So I'm trying not to really change water in those. But let me test the water, make sure everything's good. I like to use the Aquarium Co-op test strips. These are quick and easy. So let me test some water here. Alright, so I throw in these mini algae wafers for all my shrimp. So about 2 per tank is what I typically do. So just the Hikari mini algae wafers is what I like. So I'm going to throw a couple of these in. Then I'm going to do this protein wafer, and this is going to be for the panda cories and the Mexican dwarf crayfish. And then we got the Magic Nano feed, which now is changed to small fish feed by Aquarium Co-op. And this is great for my CPDs, my emerald rasboras, literally everything I have in here. My specialty is 10-gallon tanks. That's what I like to do and what I enjoy. So this is a perfect food. So I'm going to throw just a pinch of this in each tank. Alright, I'll take you guys up close to go see it. Alright, as you can see, these are my imported, my wholesaler Celestial Pearl Danios. They love this Magic Nano feed. I did get 24 of them, and unfortunately 3 days in, 4 have died. So it'll be interesting to see what the survival rate is. This is the tank that's having a bit of a bacterial bloom. So hoping that will get cleared up here soon. You just kind of got to give it a little bit of time. But I got blue velvet shrimp in there and emerald dwarf rasboras. These yellow neocaridina shrimp absolutely pop. My favorite neocaridina, I think, that I have just on the black. It really looks great. Then you can see that these are the green rasboras. These are like little piranhas. They go crazy for food. They're just constantly zipping around the tank. Super fun and interesting to watch. They're just all over the place. Got the Austral gold killifish. We're gonna try and get these breeding soon. This male's been a little bit of aggressive all of a sudden. Out of nowhere, he's been kind of hyper aggressive with the females. Got a snowball shrimp there hiding out, just hanging out, saying what's up. And these are the Mexican dwarf crayfish. Love these guys. Got 2 of them. They started breeding. Now I have probably over 15, 20 of them in a tank. And just super, super fun little crayfish. They only get about 2 inches big. More kubatai.
I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but more green rasbora footage. These guys just always captivate me. Every time I feed them, they're just all over. Even when you're not feeding them, they're just constantly swimming. So if you want an active fish, they are a lot of fun. These CPDs are loving this tank, breeding like crazy. I've been collecting a lot of fry out of this tank, and they go up towards the top. The blue shrimp here, I need to do some culling. As you can see, there's some black spots on some of these, but I've been working towards getting the colors a little bit darker. If you look up to the top left, one of the CPD that I shipped in is dead. I did remove him from the tank. It's super sad. Like I said, I've lost 4 out of 24 so far in 3 days. So hoping we can get a better survival rate and kind of see what happens here. This is my first time shipping them, and they're very sensitive fish. And so far I've lost 4, so not great. These green shrimp, my goodness. These green just absolutely pop. This is another shrimp I got more recently, and having to cull a lot of them because a lot of them are turning brown. And again, a lot of brown babies, but the ones that are green are just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful shrimp. You can see these ones are the orange ones. I don't really grade shrimp by like saying they're different like grades. I just say shrimp. It's orange, it's green, it's red, cherry shrimp, blue shrimp. I try to avoid doing the whole grading system. And then finally, you can see over here, this is the fry. If you look really close, you'll see some Celestial Pearl Daniel fry. Probably got about 30 in there. And then these are the panda cories I shipped in. So far, every single one's doing great. I got 12 of these. My neighbor wanted some of them, and he's been having bad luck at Petco, obviously. So I'm going to be quarantining these for about the next 2 to 4 weeks and then giving it to him once I know they're healthy. So having a ton of fun in this fish room. As you can see, got everything set up. 40's at the top. I've got a bunch of tanks to set up. So I'm really excited.
So you can see here, I have the shutoff valves for each tank for my top off system. So each tank has a little shutoff valve, and then the tanks up top here have a little pump in them, and they pump water down through the plumbing. And then I'm gonna plumb this down here for row 2 and row 3. So I have a top off system, got a little valves here as well. And then I'll show you guys the back real quick as well. Okay, so this is back behind my fish tanks, and these are my power strips, and I got smart plugs connected up to the 40 gallons to pump water through. I got smart plugs for my lights on both sides and all my air pumps and everything as well. So, and then I have a cloth back here to create the backdrop so it looks a little bit cleaner and hides all these cords that are back here. So this is the plumbing back here. I got the pump attached to that 40 tank, pump attached to that 40 tank. I got some shutoff valves and PVC going from the left all the way to the right. That then goes to the top off area that I showed you just before. So that is what's behind the curtain back here. I have a little small dehumidifier in here. It's actually been working just fine, keeping everything on lock. The humidity is not too bad because most of my tanks have lids on them now. But before that, the humidity was rising. So this is the only tank I have at the moment. This one and the fry tank that don't have lids. All these other ones have lids now. And then as you can see, I have lids galore for the row 2 and 3. More aquarium co-op lights. Easy brine shrimp salt because I'm going to be doing brine shrimp. More air pumps, filters. All that is ready to go so that I can finish off row 2 and 3. Also have a bunch of aqua soil that's going in here. Probably need to pick up some crushed coral because the pH is a little low, along with the GH. So I'm going to try adding some crushed coral into these tanks and see if that helps just a little bit, because with the aqua soil, even though I have very hard water, it's been crushing the pH in the GH. So going to need to add some crushed coral back in to add a little bit more hardness and help there. Now, if I do Caridina shrimp, it's going to be good to have this aqua soil, but the aqua soil has presented a bit of a problem in that aspect. So may not really recommend aqua soil, maybe just go with black sand instead, guys. But overall, things are going good. My next video, I will show you how to quarantine these fish and how I'm treating them with the Med Trio, thanks to Corey from Aquarium Co-op. So I'll show you guys that in my next one. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. In the next one, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Med Trio and what I'm doing on my fish when I ship them in. I hit them with 3 medications. I got this from Corey from Aquarium Co-op, so that'll be on my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Love the water top off system. It's been super helpful. I know a lot of you guys may drill tanks and do the whole automatic water change system. For me, that's just really not what I was wanting to go for right now. I want to have a little bit more control and keep it a little bit more basic and give it a test with just what I have here. Everything I've been coming up with is just on my own mindset, just trying to figure it out as I go. By no means am I a plumber or expert fish tank keeper. I just enjoy the hobby and having fun with it, making a little bit of money, investing back into the hobby, making things just easier for myself as well. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the Med Trio video next, and probably in that next video I will be filling these tanks up with aqua soil, sponge filters, and installing the plumbing for row 2, row 3, and I got to install row 3 lights as well. So lots to do and get done. And I also have a dual mini split that's going to be getting installed in my garage so that my room will now be temperature controlled and I won't have to use heaters out here anymore, which is going to be huge. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys. As always, have a great week.